Okay, here I start. Let's go and play some Call of Cthulhu, based on the writings of H.P. Lovecraft. I actually read them as short stories. It was interesting. I'll probably in the second one probably later on. Okay. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who is struggling finding a case, able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Oh, this sounds like fire. Start this. I'm going to be playing for about an hour or so. Taking long enough font. This is fun. Okay. Don't know it's working. Great, my kid stuff is coming through. Okay, this is. Oh, really? If mad it is mercy, may the gods pity the man who, in his callousness, can remain sane to this hideous thing. H.P. Lovecraft. Okay. That's nightmarish. Yeah. Okay. Have to sneak through. I'm not used to these games, so. How long the hurricane map lasts. Water. That's interesting. Oh, I tested some one for it. Interesting. Still not anywhere out. Check something here. Starting to kind of get this. Oh, gosh.
In my wake, the law. Think
Well, that's a nice thing to hear. Okay.
What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold. Everything has already been witnessed. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
This is Cthulhu. You run, people. Or try not to go insane.
I hate whiskey. I used to be an avid reader.
Okay. Well, Pierce Investigation Agency. Doctor can repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know if I stop them, there's a return one of these memories. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Well, that goes with everybody eventually. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dream, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths, but nameless creatures calling me. You probably don't want to know.
Lost. Holding your position and obeying orders. That is The Language Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. A married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology, natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherfield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will still be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, do you?
Okay.
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce,
No, this is Boston,
are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her well.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof,
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Huh.
what am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness, or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at the picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Okay. All right, there's the painting. Despite the treatment again, the strange painting painted by Sarah Hawkins is a short while before trial. It was sent to her father just after the artist died. He was convinced that she was the sender. He brought me the painting that I could examine this. Okay, Stephen Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came after he wants to reveal the Sarah Hawkins case, named after his daughter, who died in the fire alongside her entire family. I must examine the documents he compiled in order to know about the case.
A warehouse on Dark. Some sketches of the Hawkins family.
Right, some of the unreason
Rather thin.
shipping label, some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36 in Torquay. Says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decided domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental faculty. Why? The press an article written about marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkbottom. They live in a reclusive life with the only son, Simon. Okay.
But strange beauty isn't enough to hide the dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Her husband was a big deal. He's so sticking to the accident. Though they mentioned Sarah's name. I believe you are right. This case is not as simple as that.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
I'm a private investigator, not an art critic.
I guess you're not as clever as you think, then. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in the house fire.
Mm-hmm.
Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. A good old story of blackmail and speakeasy. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston, but I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and still lives and still is rich with many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism as moving evidence for such naive and primitive for you into reading how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the wall long abandoned caves. Was it sea or a dream god? No one knows. Today's inhabitants, the sons of dogs, the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and told story of a small island off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
This painting depicts a monster silhouette threatening a woman and child claims to be on the ground. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thanks to the length of the death of his daughter. So I already got that. Inventory.
I wonder why I still take these things. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I used to be an avid reader.
Okay. For a few minutes. So chapter 2. They should make an interesting TV series, like a 1 or 2 season series or a mini series.
We're almost there.
Call of Cthulhu. Ring, ring. It's Cthulhu speaking. I love the Adventures of Bill and Mandy prank call of Cthulhu. There's also a movie out called Call Girl of Cthulhu. I want to see that one. That ought to be kind of funny.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Gates.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
I said so, but we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlord. He was a victim.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painful life. You know what? Go have a drink of the stranded whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the harbor master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Where is Darkwater? Printer. Island of Darkness and the parlous forgotten existence of this ice. It seemed the world had forgotten the very existence of this isolated rock off the coast of Boston. This small, inhospitable island, whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs, sharp reefs with only one outlet to the sea, is mainly inhabited by the descendants of rivers who set up a supply post here in the 1800s. It was hit severely by the collapse of this activity, and I think that the only venture on this island is still profitable. It is its medical institute. Wow, that sounds wonderful. At the entrance of Port Darwin, still passes in front of the shell of Scalia. The last landing ships have brought back a catch. Sailors wandered the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers has set itself up here and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable making a round trip between the island and the mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory.
Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
You see how old this thing is? If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
We can't do that.
But it's only a phase. The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. But not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. There are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. The cops, they can't understand.
This is kind of interesting. I kind of like this.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Yet you served this man. You can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my man. I ask nothing more than to become a regular, which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
Yeah. I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Try me.
We'll see.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pygmy.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well. I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they didn't hunt.
It was a tough time. all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Hmm.
What can you tell me about it?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision, was it so terrible?
The way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
This is
What do you mean
actually
by that?
interesting.
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Torture.
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that.
Mm-hmm.
We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors.
Interesting.
Tailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Ooh, that ain't good.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly.
Tell me something I don't know.
I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we got.
I like this.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course. They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them. Until the last, the biggest. One of the miraculous cats. Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend.
Watch what you say, young man.
That cat saved our island.
Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh, and it was delicious.
I bid you farewell.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. The miraculous catch.
Mhm.
Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Okay, the Scallion returns to port to save Darkwater from Panda. We have grown up. They've given up hope to the crew of the Scallion or whatever remains of it to return Darkwater report. Of it returned to Darkwater report late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks, welcoming the last remaining ship on the island. Many decided an unbelievable catch the brave had on board. Of the size went beyond the formidable toothed whales. The cetacean that has already been called a miraculous catch overlooked the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging off the side. Surviving sailors told a frightening account of the perilous catch, but it's also neat, unmatched its quality, plentiful, and nutritious benefits. There's no doubt that the immense size of the whale will allow numerous inhabitants to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine for which the island is suffering. Interesting. This Mark's putting up his warehouse for rent from June for fishing workshop or storage of. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at Stranded Whale. Celebrate the return of the brave whalers. All staff of the Stranded Whale are invited. Exception and free tasting events. Come with your family, with friends, to taste a miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. And back then, if you don't know about that time, if you wanted oil, it didn't come from the ground like today. The oil that they're talking about was whale oil because most of the lamps were whale oil. So if you weren't using olive oil, you're using whale oil to light your lamps. So 1847 was marking near the end of the whaling, and over the years things would turn. A lot of it thanks to what saved the whales really was actually petroleum. So we replaced whale oil with petroleum, so which was a lot cheaper too. So that's kind of interesting. So let's take a look at that. So, Mitchell runs the only bar in Darkwater. Says no holding the stranded whale, and sailors can seek comfort in Mitchell's whiskey. The man therefore knows more than anyone's secrets around. And all they have exchange after a few glasses. So it's an old whale hunter. Trophies of decorated distributor or wearing anything to go by. The man will talk freely of the subject which he is so keenly he'll far less wants to engage about his source of whiskey. Okay? So a bar served smoothie. Okay, so
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. And that's all I get from them.
Well, a few days so 1890, 1907, and a partial day. The rest of the document is blank. Now, who would want this information to be hidden? Okay.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this.
Being a clear, keep your man under control. You cannot afford to provoke this. This message, just make your payment to the carrier. Okay, interesting.
Basilla. I finished up beached at the entrance to the hall.
Hey, that's enough, Alec.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights of the stranded whale, even the antics of these war friends don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law, isn't it?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Dockport. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of shipowners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. You know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jet. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I'm just back from the wars. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
I examined its wounds. I know no creature
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think like a sailor.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Interesting.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailors' return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on the wall of the stranded whale.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. But she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Okay. What's going on here? Sir James Fitzroy, huh? Pension El Capitan, captain. James Fitzroy is the captain of the Shardas. How do I say it? The only boat that still sails between Darkwater and Boston. His base is the harbor master's office, where he misses nothing that happens on the island. The having Darkwater spectrum, the blue letters despise him, is offered to help me in my investigation.
Prohibition is just a joke. That suits me.
Sure.
You can't understand. You're not serious. Where do you think you're going?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
I'd like to know more about the Hawkins case.
I don't think so.
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here? The cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Of course, what you want.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh? We saw what you did to St. Brendan. Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator. He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Do not eat all of it today.
He's at the end of the jet.
Yeah.
Here's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue. Quieter.
Seriously, this is why I don't buy stuff. Because I don't want to buy it. It'll all be gone in 2 hours.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us.
Oh, wow.
Until those assholes deface them.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
Let's see you later.
Who's this guy? No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog? We saw you talking to the two soaps. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. They stink less.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose? Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site, and we let no one enter her property.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan?
What makes you think we did it? We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyhole. She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not. Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile. But he only smiles with the left cheek.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about. You got no proof to back up your claims. And I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
This is kind of interesting. It's you have to unlock stuff and you have to find ways to unlock it. So,
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told that flunkey that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean, they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
So it looks like Cat's the one that runs things. Those are the lady in the bar, I'm guessing. But I'll figure this out. There's always stuff in this game. You just have to figure it out. We're not going into there. Then, of course, they're blocked by a... Is this a Model A? It's like a Model A or a Model T or something. Oh, interesting.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
So how are we going to... Okay. Okay, nothing to... So we got... Okay, and then the... Okay, so that's good. How do I get... Get this one out. Huh.
A whale vertebrae. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, his bones are real fossil.
Oh, wow, this is crazy. Okay.
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
How's this in here?
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Okay. This is really interesting. It's not what I'm used to playing. And here's something here.
An old cogwheel. Rusty, Glad that you came. I could use this old winch to lift the gravy. Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this hand. Down. Broke it.
Well, well, a little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Your turf. That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
Oh, yeah. He's going to get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Another break. Hey, Mitchell, a drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah, aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that, if I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority. I was given to believe that Fitzroy said that.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bloodshed, and nobody cares.
And the police? They did nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed brag, I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Oh, yeah.
Once I get up here, I'm probably gonna save once I get to the warehouse.
It's fine. He's with me.
Okay.
Be a gentleman and move that for me. That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Okay, I'm done for now. So